Good morning, and here's a Friday edition of A Piece for Peace. In the city of Ottawa, and maybe now across the country, it's all over the news about Whole Foods at our one outlet in Lansdowne Park and the Poppy. I'm just going to let you know that I went to go see them today, and I promised that I would not name anybody that I spoke to so that they wouldn't have their names plastered all over Facebook. Their phone apparently is ringing off the hook. I want to let you know what happened, and I'm really impressed with the two young people that I spoke to today. A young woman who worked at the service desk, probably in her early 20s, and the floor manager, a young man in his early 30s, I would guess. Very shaken by what's happened, not because of the onslaught of phone calls that they're getting, shaken as people who live here in the nation's capital, people who understand the sanctity of Remembrance Day, to the people who understand what it means to have served for world peace, and particularly in the world context. The offense that Americans would come into our country and tell us how we were going to dictate our culture because of money. They took my card. They are collecting all the names of the people who are coming in, and they are forwarding the numbers of calls to their regional office. For those of you who don't know, I serve a memorial church here in Ottawa that was built by veterans after the Second World War. It calls itself a peace-building church, and I went on behalf of Carleton Memorial today. I serve also St. Andrew's United Church in Buckingham, and it too has a tie to both wars. We have stained glass windows in both churches commemorating Canadian soldiers' service to world peace. The last thing that I want to tell you is that when I began to explain to these young people the history of the United Church, the history of the churches that I serve, and the peaceful reasons why I was there, their stress came down, and they began to actually tear up and cry because of the stress that they were under. We don't have to buy into the acrimony of the world in this country, and we don't have to buy into the acrimony that is coming to us from the south of the border. We're Canadians, and we're better than that. And we have our own issues in this country where race and peace are concerned, where our Indigenous peoples are concerned, where people of color are concerned, and where our service people in the military are concerned. Let's not forget our first responders, whether they're military, police, ambulance technicians during this time. The Poppy this year, I think, stands for far more than just the world wars. If the American election was about their soul, we are going to be making some decisions in the coming days, weeks, and months about where our soul lies. Let's choose the path of peace, shall we? Thanks for listening. Be blessed. Be a blessing.